Welcome to Plantiful Bee, where style, nourishment and joy don't have to cost the earth. I'm Deborah, 60 years young, and I believe that budgeting isn't about restriction. It's about protecting what matters most. For over 25 years, I shaped a budget that feels like a hug, not a headache. As a single mum to 2 boys, I had to be mindful, stretching every pound to make sure we were all well fed, warmly clothed, and still had room for treats and holidays. Yes, it was survival, but it was also joy. Creativity bloomed in every choice, and now I'm here to share that joy with you. Let's make budgeting beautiful together. Here at Plantiful Bee, budgeting isn't about cutting back. It's about curating a life that feels nourishing, stylish and free. My values are simple: vintage style, plant-based meals and creative freedom. And I believe every pound we spend should earn its keep. Not just in function, but in joy. So before I buy anything, I ask myself, will this bring me joy? And will it truly serve me? I use envelope budgeting to stay grounded, and each envelope reflects a priority. That's my groceries, the emergency fund, treats, and my creativity. I meal plan with love, shop second-hand, and I track every subscription to make sure it still sparks joy. Balancing needs and wants isn't about guilt, it's about grace. And as a single mum, I learned to stretch what I had with care. And now I budget not just to survive, but to thrive, because joy deserves a place in every plan. Let's make budgeting beautiful and let's make it plantiful. I want to share the heart of my budget, what I call the joy categories. These are the pillars that keep my life nourished, creative and future ready. First is the essentials, the mortgage, the bills and the groceries. These are the foundations, the non-negotiables that keep life ticking along smoothly. Then there's my creative fuel, and for me that's my sewing supplies, my music subscription, and anything that feeds my imagination. Sometimes that might just be a new thread colour, or a playlist that lifts my spirit. But creativity does deserve a seat at the budgeting table. Next is style and self. I love a good charity shop find, and I make my own skincare. It's gentle, nourishing and budget friendly. Would you like a video on how I make them? If so, let me know in the comments. Books also live here, because feeding the mind is just as vital. And finally, future joy. This includes savings and investments in Plantiful Bee. I use high-interest savings accounts and ISAs to make sure that my money is working quietly in the background, so future Deborah can keep creating with freedom. Every category is a love letter to my values. Budgeting isn't just numbers, it's a map to joy. When people hear the word budget, they often think of restriction, of cutting back, saying no, or going without. But for me, budgeting is the opposite. It's a way to say yes to those things that truly matter. I don't budget to punish myself. I budget to protect my joy. Whether it's a thrifted skirt that makes me feel like Carrie Bradshaw, or a plant-based meal that nourishes me, or just a quiet afternoon spent sewing, I want my money to support the life I love, not just the life I have to live. It's not about deprivation, it's about intention. And today I'd love to share how I make that happen. First up is the envelope method. I use physical envelopes, or their digital equivalent, to give every pound a purpose. It's tactile, it's visual, and it helps me stay grounded in what truly matters. Each week, I do a joy check-in. I sit down with a cuppa and my planner and ask what brought me joy this week, what needs adjusting. It's not just about numbers, it's about noticing. I also follow my £10 rule. If I spot something tempting, I pause and ask, is it under £10? Will it earn its keep? Does it spark joy? If it's a yes and it fits my joy categories, I allow it, guilt-free. And for my wardrobe, it's one in and one out. And if I bring something new in, something else has to go out. I either donate it, repurpose it, or pass it on to a friend. And this keeps my space intentional and my style evolving. These habits aren't rules, they're rhythms. They help me budget with grace, creativity and joy. Because when your money habits reflect your heart, every pound becomes a little love note to yourself. I believe that how we manage our money should reflect who we are, so I make it feel like me, gentle, vintage and joyful. I use handwritten labels, floral stickers and soft music to turn budgeting into a ritual, not a chore. I celebrate small wins, like saving £12 this week by batch cooking. That's not just money saved, it's time saved, nourishment and a little cheer in my planner. Budgeting also supports my creative independence. Every pound I track is a step towards freedom. Freedom to create, to share, to build Plantiful Bee on my own terms. It's how I fund my sewing supplies, and my music and my storytelling. Budgeting isn't just practical, it's personal. And when it's done with love, it becomes a beautiful part of the journey. If you're over 60 and want to budget for joy, not just for bills, I do hope this gave you a little spark. A reminder that your values, your creativity and your comfort deserve space in your budget. It isn't just about numbers, it's about soul. And when we honour our joy, even the smallest habits can feel like a celebration. I'd love to hear from you. What are your own joyful budgeting habits? Do you do weekly check-ins, batch cook or thrift? Pop them in the comments below and let's inspire each other. And if you enjoy cosy creative living with a dash of financial wisdom, don't forget to subscribe. I've got more videos coming up, including the new episode of my Sow and Tell series. I'd love to hear from you. What are your own joyful budgeting habits? Do you do weekly check-ins, batch cook or thrift? Pop them in the comments below and let's inspire each other. And if you enjoy cosy creative living with a dash of financial wisdom, don't forget to subscribe. I've got more videos coming soon, including new episodes of my Sow and Tell series, where we stitch stories into every scene. Thanks for spending time with me today. And until next time, budget with joy, live with soul, and keep creating your beautiful life.